This is Thesia of Ellis Family Farms, and the grandkids and Tom and I are out for the day. And the first thing we're going to go look at is Will Rogers' birthplace. Okay, so there's the signboard for Will Rogers' birthplace, and for some reason that says Dog Iron Ranch. So now we're going to go check it out. This is the thing showing Clement Van Rogers. That was Will Rogers' father. This is on the front porch of the house that Will Rogers was born in. And we're right here off of the distance. You can see Oologah Lake. Okay, Kinzie says this right here, this in the step is the brand, is for Will Rogers brand. And Grandpa's sitting on the front porch with the rocking chair. Nice big barn over here in the distance. And you can see the flowers that they've planted all down the way here. Now this house wasn't, I mean, even though this is the house that Will Rogers was born in, it was actually somewhere down there where the lake is now, and they had to move it up here when they decided they were going to dam the water and make Oologah Lake. And so to preserve Will Rogers' home, they took it apart and brought it up here. And of course, Kinzie has to sign us in. Or is she going to sign just herself in?
I'm going to sign us in.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. I keep forgetting how this one is. I don't know.
Here's a picture of Will Rogers as a boy. Some beautiful furniture in here. That's the fire. That's one fireplace on the end here. I wonder if they have another one. I feel like they have one on the other side too. There's a little baby crib. And the spinning wheel. I missed the spinning wheel. Isn't that neat? Joseph has informed me that this was an original mirror that was in the house too. That's neat. This is actually a pretty big house for the time. I mean, there were 8 children. It would be small by today's standards. But here's another bedroom. This one has 2 beds in it. And I'm sure when they lived here, there was a lot more in here, but it's kind of cool that they have this much, even this much space to live in. And I bet you that's probably part of an original mirror in the back there, because it's all for the... back in those days, I think they used mercury on the back side of glass. And you can tell where it's all come off. And then this is the dining area. This is where... Oh, this is cool too. They have a little high chair. It's a neat, pretty little high chair. Of course, they have the potbelly stove there, and a nice little thing where you can store the pretty dishes and stuff. This is over here. There's an area that goes upstairs, but we're not allowed to go up to it. And what this says is his sisters shared the rooms upstairs. And it has a 16 by 16 and a fireplace and a walk-in closet.
I know Will Rogers' quote.
Okay, what is Will Rogers' quote?
I never met a man I didn't like.
Yep, that's right. He's pretty famous. He's pretty famous for a lot of quotes, but that's one of them we all do. But that is the stairway that goes up to the upstairs. What a beautiful stove, and this is a nice kitchen. Look how many burners are on that stove, and then look at that great big iron skillet. I'm sure that they needed something that big with all the children that they had and stuff, but that's just beautiful. And that's a nice, I don't know what they're called, but I'm sure it's just a pantry or cabinet or something. Some place to keep potatoes and onions possibly. Oh, and here's a flour bin. That's neat. There's a bowl, because you know they made their own bread back in those days. The washstand. But another area for doing things. Some beautiful bowls there too. Oh, there's a butter churn. Do you see that? That's a butter churn back there in the corner. You put the cream in it and you mashed it for probably hours on end, and that's how you got your butter. And this right here is a wash tub. That's what people used to bathe in. They'd have to haul the water up from the creek or the river or the lake or wherever they were and dump it in here and hopefully heat something up on the stove. But the only thing is that that was a one tub. So the oldest kid got in first, and the youngest one got in last. All in the same water. And here's a kind of I can't remember what they call it. Tom, what is it they call where they put between the logs? I can't remember what it's called. Well, this is another. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, a chinking. Yeah, the chinking between the logs. A beautiful piano and a very nice fireplace.
I bet this is the basement. Right here. I bet this.
Okay, we're showing you this here because the principal leaders of the Cherokee Nation in 1879. This is Chief Bushyhead. And that's basically, even though we are technically in Foyle, we're also considered a town called Bushyhead, and so the town we live in is named after that man right there. I'm not sure why this is like this, unless they did it specifically so that we could see it, but you can see some of the logs that are exposed from the original house. See how it's the hand hewn, that were there like that. That's beautiful. There's the outhouse they use, and it probably was about that far away from the house. Aren't you glad you don't have to do that? I'm sure I know they had chamber pots and stuff, but still going out like that. They did that for years and years. This must have been where they did the forging and to do their forging work, because there's an anvil right there. And I'm sure if my son was with me, he can tell me exactly what that stuff is. There's a plow in the corner there. And this looks like this used to hitch up to a horse. Oh, no, maybe not, but there's a grinding wheel there. That's neat. I don't know. See, I don't know very much about this stuff. Oh, look at that scale. That's interesting, too. Okay. Oh. I want one of these, except in better condition aside. That looks awesome. But that one's not in good condition. We would need a new end. I bet that the handle looks like it's in pretty good condition. That's interesting. Now we're about to go inside the barn here and check it out.
Okay, so there's a goat right there, and then out there about
Donkeys.
Yeah, about there. There's a couple of donkeys.
There's another goat over there.
Oh, okay. But this barn is so tall. Hey. I wish we could go up there. I said I wish we could go up there. We can't though.
No, that's where they store the hay.
I know, but I want to go up there.
This is the plains. A picture of Will Rogers. A Ford plane with Will Rogers in it. More planes. And then that's Will Rogers or Tom Clark. And then there's Kinzie.
Wait, I need it. The peacock is right there. I want to put up its tent. It's just staring at me creepily.
Now we're here at the Oologah Historical Museum, established 1987. Cool. And we're hoping to learn a little bit more about Oologah and stuff while we're here.
Part was added on in I think it was 87, not 62.
Oh yeah, because I think on the front it said something about
Yeah.
established in 1987. Okay.
And we're just all about Oologah and Will Rogers, because this is where he was born. Moved over here because when he first got here, the land he owned went all the way from the north part of the Caney River to the Verdigris River and Kansas line. That's how much land he had when he first came.
Then
Clem, his father. And of course, when the Cherokees and the government gave the land to Cherokees, see, this was all Osage. was Osage all the way up to almost to Michigan. And the Cherokees took it from the Osage. And the government.
Then the government took it back when the state head came in. So
And they
they
allotted-
take all of his. Did they leave him?
They left, they left, I think it was either 500 or 600 acres to each Cherokee. So, Dad got his 500, and each one of the siblings got their 500, and they fixed it to where it was all connected.
Okay, right. Wow. Well, see, I'm Cherokee, and my grandmother, they had 40 acres is what they got because she was married to a white.
Yeah.
And I think back then they claimed the less, our rolls are messed up because they claimed her being half Indian on the rolls, that's what she really was, so they would get more land. My grandfather got more land because he said she was half instead of full. Yeah. So everybody on that line, was watered down.
I love your shirt.
And this is a drum that kids used as toys, and they were art making drums, handed down from generations and generations. So, yeah.
Where was it made?
I don't know, but this is a Tahoe's Indian drum.
And it could be head.
It's not a creepy head, that's
Yes,
just
it
an
is.
Indian head. God, you're creepy.
Oh, creepy.
You're creepy.
Is it?
See, this is
This is a blacksmithing setup. You have a blower that blows air and keeps the coal fire going, and they put the iron in the fire and get it hot, red hot. Then they bring it over here to the anvil with a hammer, and then they do their reshape the metal and whatever they need. Then they have a vise over here. Sometimes they use a vise to bend or shape the metal too. This is how, when you needed a tool for the farm, you basically made your own by using coal to burn and then making your metal pieces however you needed.
Okay. Let me just say.
So did you see the little replica?
Oh, here's the replica of the house that we just visited, which is kind of neat because you can see where the house was. Now, where we parked out here in the parking lot, and it came up to that house, and then we went to the big barn and saw the animals and stuff here. So that's neat. Somebody did a good job. They worked hard on that. Diorama by Megan Hart. Ooh, she was in 3rd grade. Ooh, very good, Megan.
So last spring, oh wait, I don't know when, maybe last spring, Oologah had a tornado come through, and this says, can you read it?
Yeah, it was longer than that. It was nearly 20 years ago.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says, welcome to Oologah, Oklahoma, downtown, 1.5 miles. Oh, it says that's Jake, that's the name of the cartoon. Downtown, 500 yards. Downtown, 12 miles. Downtown, 400 yards, 3 miles. Here and yonder, every few feet.
And then it said, we had to change all the road signs after the tornado came through last spring.
Yeah, they had a pretty bad tornado come through. I think it was in 1994 is when it came through.
Really?
Yeah, so that was 23 years ago when
Huh?
it came through.